Hey there, I know I'm crying, so this seems like super dramatic. I just wanted to talk about a situation that just happened to me. Cause what the fuck? Like, oh crap, oh, ow, I just hit my helix. I hate my helix, I might just take it out. It's actually the worst piercing ever. Anyways, sorry. Oh, my hair looks so greasy and I'm all snotty. And not that that matters, you guys don't care. Hang on. And I'm back, I brushed my hair. I don't have like a lot of friends to talk to about stuff. Like, for a few years now, most of my friends have been people on the internet, like through streams and stuff like that. So like, it might seem weird for me to be crying and then be like, let's film a YouTube video. But like, for me, it's just like, I don't know, like this is how I cope with shit. I just got like ran off the road by, I'm gonna call him a schizophrenic guy because I don't know what he has, but he was having some sort of like psychotic episode, or like it seemed like he had some sort of like schizophrenia or delusion, like paranoia based thing, because I was at fucking and on my Dairy Queen's, like, I didn't even get to try this one. Hang on, taste test. It's like liquid now. Oh, that is good. That is, actually, I don't think I like it. No, that's pretty good. That's really good. I do like it. I drove to the city next to me, which is like 15-ish minutes away, to go to Dairy Queen, and sorry, I'm just crying because I'm so like, when something like really bad happens to me, it's like I literally could cry about this for the next 4 hours because I just get like so shaken up about stuff. And I pull into the flippin' dentures place next to the Dairy Queen because I wanted to eat my ice cream, and this random car pulls up beside me, and I was like, oh, that's weird, like there's a million spots in the parking lot, like why are you right beside me? And then he starts honking, and I was like, the fuck? So I rolled to my window and I was like, what's the problem? Assuming that like I was like, is my tail light out? Or like, cause like in the past I've had cars do that to me, and they're like, oh, like one of your lights is out, or like what, like there's a problem with my car, so they're pulling over to tell me. And I was like, what's the problem? And he's like, I saw you outside of my house, I saw your license plate, you know I have cameras, right? And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know, I don't live here, like what do you mean? And he was like, you were fucking stalking me, like don't lie to me, da 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 da. And then, sorry, I never got to eat my Dairy Queen. It's like so melted. So I roll up my window, and as I'm rolling up my window, he goes, I've been shot 3 times. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm rolling up my window, and I'm trying to pull out of this parking lot as fast as I can. I take an immediate left, and then I take another right. He's right on my ass. Like, he pulls out right after me and is on my fucking ass. And I'm like scrambling with my phone. Like, okay, I'm from a small town, and where I live, the police station is not 24 hours. And so my first inclination wasn't to call 911 for some reason. I just like wasn't really thinking right, because like I didn't want to pull in, because normally when someone's following you, you're supposed to pull into a police station because they're not going to follow you into a police station, right? Or like, you know, if they do something, like the police are right there. And so instead I was like calling my mom, calling my sister, nobody's answering me. Eventually my mom answers, and I'm trying to talk to her, and at the same time this guy pulls up, like, okay, we're at the red light, right? So I'm in this lane. He pulls up and he's heading towards my car, and I pull forward and I cut over the lawn so that he doesn't run, like he is running me off of the road. Like, that is the definition of running me off the road. If there was a pole there or something, my car would have crashed, and he could have gotten out and then beaten the crap out of me. So I cut the lawn, and I'm like, what the actual hell? And like, I'm so lucky that I was able to not get ran off the road and like not, you know what I mean? And so I'm taking turns. My mom's hearing all of this, like freaking out. When she's under pressure, she's horrible, so she's losing her mind. And then I pull up to the next red light. Somehow I'm hitting every single red light, and this guy is still following me. I pull up to the next red light. He's right beside me. I inch further. He pulls up further, and he's looking at me. I roll down my window, and he's like, you better fucking pull over. You're fucking dead. Like, da-da-da. Like, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know you. Like, I yelled back. I was like, I don't know you. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I run the red light. So I run the red light. At this point, I'm like on the phone with 911, and they're telling me like I'm just running, like, cause every time I pull up, like for some reason, every single light was red, and I just had to run like 6 red lights, but somehow he still manages to catch up to me, because to get to the police station, it's like 10 minutes of just like straight, right? So like, even if I'm running red lights, like, it's not helping me that much. Like, he's still speeding up and like able to, like, he's not running the red lights. Like, he's a law-abiding citizen apparently, but he's still managing to catch up to me and like keeps trying to pull up and literally run me off of the road. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it was the scariest thing ever. I'm on the phone with the police. I'm literally informing the police. I'm like, I'm literally running a bunch of red lights right now, and they're like, it's fine. Like, we understand. And they're like, we're gonna have an officer waiting outside for you. And so I pull into the police station. They had someone waiting outside. This guy off. At this point, at the set of lights before the police station, I ran that red light, and that last time that I did it, like, the light was red for a while, and so like he was a lot further behind me at this point that I pull into the police station. I'm talking to the police. He asked me my name. He asked me if he like keeps asking me. He's like, do you know the model of the car? And I'm like, no, I wasn't paying attention to if it was a fucking Ford. He was trying to kill me. Like, keep in mind, this guy's like 40 something, like full grown man. And I'm just trying to eat my Dairy Queen. I promise you guys, I was not stalking his house. Like, what? Like, literally just kept yelling. He said that I'd been stalking his house for days. I don't even live in that city. Like, I was in a city 20 minutes away from where I live. Thank God that this didn't happen, like, where I lived, because that would make me so much more paranoid. I never want to go back to the city. I'm never going back to this Dairy Queen. I'm gonna forever associate Dairy Queen with trauma now. Yeah, it's not even that good. Actually, this is good. Oh, my nose is running. So yeah, I pull into the police station. The police officer is asking me the make of the car, and I was like, I don't know, it looks like a sedan. But then again, what is a sedan? Like, what, like I think it was a sedan. So yeah, I'm like describing the car or whatever. And then as I'm talking to the police officer, we're outside, the police officer is like at my window. As I'm talking to him, I see what looked like the car go past the police station, which would make sense because I just lost him at the light, pull into the police station, and then I see this car. My car, keep in mind, super recognizable. Like, it's a Jetta. It has a like rack on the roof, but it has 2 rusted holes in the side of it. So like, this guy definitely noticed me and circled around the police station, and I was like, it looked like that car. And the police looked at it and was like, oh, okay, like, so it's a Mitsubishi, like, whatever. And I was like, sure, yeah, I guess. And then also the police officer didn't do anything when he saw it, but anyways, I was like, it looks like that car. And then I'm still talking to the police officer, like, I'm like shaking up, I'm literally crying to the police officer because I'm like, this guy just tried to kill me. Like, he just tried to run me off the road. Like, if I get like yelled at by anyone, I'm gonna start crying, let alone like a 40-year-old man that's like crazy eyes, like telling me that I've been stalking his house for days. By the way, no, I haven't. Don't even live in that city. Also, I haven't been stalking anyone's house because what? And so, yeah, at this point, I'm still talking to the police officer outside, and I see that car circle around again. And so that's when I'm pointing. I told the police officer, I was like, that's that exact same car. That's definitely him. He's definitely circling around, like, seeing what's going on. The police officer does nothing. Like, write down his license plate. Like, my eyes aren't that good. You're a police, like, is this your first day on the job? Like, why are you not doing anything? Like, he's literally circling around the station, and the police is like, oh, okay, well, like, you can come inside and, like, wait it out, so whatever. So I'm inside, literally texting and the police officer was like, do you know anyone, like, around here that can, like, meet you and, like, follow you home to make sure you're okay? And I was like, no, like, I don't know anyone. So I texted my ex-boyfriend, and I was like, hey, are you around this weekend? Like, you're the only person I know. Like, hopefully you don't hate me enough to, like, hope that this crazy guy comes and gets me. Maybe you just end up joining his team. He didn't even answer me. Just texted him for no reason, but I was just, like, panicked. My parents don't live close to here, although they would drive if I needed them to. And then my mom suggested, she was like, why don't you just get the police officer to, like, follow you home? And I was like, oh yeah, that would make sense. Why did the police officer not come up with that idea? And so the police officer was like, this was before my mom suggested that. The police officer was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Okay, first of all, sorry, I'm interrupting myself just because this just happened. I'm all over the place. We walk inside of the police station, like, while I was coming inside to sit, and the police officer, like, literally starts playing a TikTok out loud, and then he's like, oops, like, a fucking TikTok sound started playing out loud, and he was like, oh, and, like, turned his phone off, and I was like, okay, whatever, like, and so the police officer was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go into the other room, write this stuff down, like, whatever, I'll be back out. So he's in the other room for, like, 5 minutes. That's when my mom suggests that to him, and then he was like, hang on, and so, the police officer comes back out, and he's like, okay, like, what do you want to do? And I was like, are you able to follow me home? And he was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And I was like, yeah, are you actually a police officer? Like, what is going on? And so I go back out to my car. Like, the police officer walks out with me to my car, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna grab my car. And then as I'm starting my car, I see him lap around again. So I turn off my car, I walk to the police officer's car, and I was like, because the police officer was like, my car was here, and the police officer was like over here waiting for me to pull out. I walked to the police officer's car, and I was like, yeah, that was the same car that just circled around again. Like, it's not like I'm just seeing any black car and being like, that's him, it's a black car. Like, no, it was a Mitsubishi Lancer. It was an old model. It was super boxy. Like, the old models of the Mitsubishis are super boxy, so I knew it was him, and I could. Okay, well, my ex-boyfriend just called me, and that's the first time that I talked to him since we broke up only, like, 2 weeks ago, because he cheated on me, so, but I guess I understand him calling me, because I just unblocked him and texted him out of the blue and was like, this guy's trying to fucking kill me and run me off the road, and da-da-da-da, and I'm at the police station. So that was awkward. Sorry, my light is flashing and it's so distracting to me. I don't even know why I need, like, a ring light to film this video while I'm freaking out. I don't even know where I was in my story. So he circles around again. The cop is useless. The cop ends up, like, following me to the 401. And then when I got off at I get on the highway, and then, oh, you guys don't even know the 401, that's Canadian as hell, the highway, the cop follows me to the highway, and, like, seems like we lost the guy then, just because he saw that there was a police car following me, and he was like, and I even said to him, now that I'm thinking about it, at the one red light, when he pulled down his window to yell at me, I said to him, I was like, okay, call the police on me. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, he was like, I saw you. You were at my house. You were stalking my house again. And I was like, then call the cops. Report me to the police. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, do you want to beat the crap out of me? Like, what do you want? Do you want me to get on my knees and be like, I'm so sorry for committing, like, I don't know you. Why would I be stalking your house? Like, but you can't talk sense into someone that's, like, clearly has some sort of, like, paranoid something, like, is going through, so, you can't talk sense. Like, he's already convinced that I've been stalking his house for days when I don't even live in that city, and I have not been stalking anyone. I know, shocking. Not to mention my ex-boyfriend just now on the phone with me was like, okay, well, stop stalking people's houses. And I'm like, don't be like flirty and coy with me right now. Like, okay, make sure not to stalk anyone's houses. Like, we're not on like a joking basis just because I called you in crisis. But anyways, the cop followed me to the highway, and I was on the highway like crying and stuff, whatever. I get off at my exit and nobody followed me on my exit. So I was like, okay, well, that's good. But this guy was sketchy because I would have lost him. Like, there was many times, because before I went to the police station, I was driving around for a good 15 minutes with this guy following me. I'd be literally going through red lights and taking multiple turns, and he managed to find me every time. And I think it's because my car is extremely noticeable. Clearly he lives in that area, so he like knows it well. And so like even though he didn't get off at the same exit as me at the exact same time that I got off the exit, I was like, hell, like maybe he's like way behind and is able to see me. Like I don't know, he like caught me blindsided a bunch of times when we were driving. This flashing light, hang on. Do they all flash? Yeah, they do. Well, this is our lighting because my tripod is broken. That's so stupid. This tripod was $120 and it's just so broken. It's not that it even matters. So I get off at my exit. Nobody was following me. I pulled into my building, and then I'm sitting at my building, I'm crying on the phone with my sister, I'm eating my Dairy Queen because I never got to eat it, and I see a black sedan pull up beside me, and I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm staring at both of the guys in the sedan, and I swear to God, the one guy, it was him, like, it was him in the sedan, and I'm pulling out, and then they both like get out of the car and are looking at me like, what the hell? And then I pull back into my parking spot, and I was like, I'm so sorry. You just looked like the guy that just like tried to run me off the road and accused, and I had to get a police report. And they were like, these guys that lived in my building were probably like, what the hell are you talking about? But I literally thought that this guy found me and pulled up beside me, and like, after they left, like, I just sat there and I cried for like 10 minutes because like, even now, like, I'm looking out my window and I'm seeing like black cars pull by, and like, it was so scary. Like, he was yelling at me that he was gonna like me. He was like clearly off his rocker. He followed me for 20 minutes. He was like bold enough to continue to circle the police station and wait for me to leave. Like, I'm really glad that my building has security, and obviously like, he doesn't know which floor and which unless he goes and knocks on everyone's door. And in that case, like, my apartment is like bolted shut, you know, like, I'm just super on edge. I never want to go back to that city again because, like I said, like, you can pick my car out from a crowd, like, that was just horrible. It was a horrible experience. I hate where I live. Like, I don't know anybody here. There's nobody to help me if I get in a scary situation. The police are also useless, but they're useless like most places you go, so, you know. I have no defense. Like, and genuinely, like, I don't live in the States or anything, but like, you know, that guy yelling that he'd been shot 4 times, he's clearly like affiliated with some sketchy people with guns and such. Like, hang on, I need to blow my nose. Yeah, like, every time he pulled up next to me at a red light, and that's why I kept running red lights, and now I'm scared that, like, I'm gonna, because I already got dinged once, like, my insurance went up because I accidentally ran a red light once, and my insurance like went up a bunch because there was like a camera. And I know that this city has a lot of like cameras and red light cameras and stuff, and like I just so blatantly like I'm so surprised I didn't get pulled over, because I ran like 6 red lights and the intersections would be full of people and I was just zooming through, which is super dangerous, by the way. I gave a little look to make sure there was nobody that was going to T-bone me, because that would have been, not only would I have gotten in a car crash, but this guy probably would have got out of his car and beat the crap out of me on top of it, you know what I mean? Oh, these are cute. I got a bunch of piercing jewelry. I'm just looking at it to like distract myself. This is actually perfect. Wow. These are what I wanted, because my one snake bite is super duper long. Anyways. But yeah. I miss my landlord. He said that he's going to keep an eye out, and so that's good. My landlord's super great with stuff like that. But yeah, like I was sorry, I was just saying, and I didn't even come to the end of it, pulling up next to him at red lights and stuff. Like, and him saying that he had been shot at 4 times or shot 4 times or whatever, which like this guy is invincible if he's been shot 4 times and he's okay. Like, damn. Like, what? With a BB gun, or like, what's going on? I totally thought, like, when he was pulling up next to me, like, I would, like, pull ahead and then back up and stuff like that, because I was like, he's gonna, like, try to shoot me. Like, he's literally gonna try to shoot me. Like, you know how scary that is? Like, the first red light before he tried to run me off the road, the first red light that he pulls up next to me, I'm, like, looking straight ahead. I know that he's beside me, and he's just, like, and he's laying on his horn, staring at me, like fucking hitting his fucking horn. And I'm like, oh my god, I need this light to change, And then the next light was when he tried to like run me off the road, and then that's when I started. And then it was at that light that he was like honking the horn that I rolled down the window for a second. And I was like, I don't know you. What else did I say? And then he was like, you've been stalking my house. And I was like, call the police then. Like, call the police. Like, I don't know what you want from me. And then it was at the next light that he tried to run me off the road. And then my mom was like freaking out on the phone. And then I was like, I'm just going to call the police. What am I doing? Like, the reason why I didn't call the police the first time was because I called my mom, because I wanted to get her to check to see if the police station was even open. But then I just called the police and I asked them, and they were like, yeah, we're open. But just because I'm from a small town and I know that our police station isn't open 24 hours. Sorry, the story's all over the place. And I'm explaining stuff like way later in it. It's just because I'm all over the place. But then again, I always am every time I tell a stupid story, so. I'm replacing my piercing jewelry. That sucked. That was so scary. And now my ex-boyfriend's texting me. I could just block him, in all fairness. Yeah, I just like, why me? Why does stuff like that happen to me? Is it because I go out alone a lot? Like, maybe, like, because that's the thing, like, a scary guy telling me to roll down my window, maybe I just should drive away. But, like, most people, believe it or not, most people are normal. Like, every time that anyone's ever told me to roll down my window, it's because one of my lights was out, or they'd be like, yeah, like one of my lights is out or something like that. Because a lot of the time, if you have like a tail light out or like a fog light out, you don't know until you, like, when you start your car, you're already in your car, so like you can't see, because like if it's just like a fog light or a tail light. Anyways, a lot of people like don't understand like why someone else would be oblivious that their light is out, but like you can't tell when you're in your car unless you were to start your car and turn on the lights and then get out of your car and then look. Yeah, there's been a lot of times where people, I can't get the ball off of this, by the way. I need to go get pliers. But yeah, that was super scary. He had like very beady eyes, like 40, 50-year-old white man. He didn't necessarily look like he was high on something. It seemed like he was having an episode, like clearly paranoid, like I've been stalking his house, and he's like, I have cameras, I saw your car. And it's like, no, you didn't. Maybe someone is stalking his house and it just looks like my car, but it's also like, no, they're not. You think that I was stalking your house to do what? Why? Why would I be stalking your house? What's threatening about me? What am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? Even if I was stalking your house, what am I gonna do? Well, I'm such a threat. I'm 4'10". I'm 22 years old. You're twice my age, twice my size. Like, I just wanted Dairy Queen. Because I was having a bad day, frankly, is why I went to Dairy Queen. And I went to the city over because I wanted to listen to some music in the car and go on a little drive to cheer myself up. And as I was freaking out, I don't know how I managed to hit my nose ring, but this little thing on my septum came off. And so now my septum can just very easily fall out, which it did at the police station. I had to put it back in, but that sucks. I can't get the end off of this piercing off. Nothing's happening. These piercings are broken. Will any of the ends come off? Yeah, that one comes off fine. Yeah, like a lot of these piercings are coming off fine. The lip one won't come off, and that's the one I need. Let's try this lip one. No, this lip one won't come off either. Are just the lip ones defective? Like, that's what I need. Oh, yay, I got it off. I ain't sanitizing this bitch from Amazon. Oh, is this the ball to my old one? Maybe this ball will fit on it. Why don't oh, yay. Anyways, that's my story. There's your entertainment for right now. Not even as like a YouTube video thing, just as like I don't know, sometimes some of these stories I tell are genuinely just for like a diary of sorts. And because I don't have many subscribers, oh my goodness, yeah, like dramatically fall on the ground. I don't have any subscribers, so if something traumatizes me and scares the crap out of me, and I want to talk about it, and I'm upset about something, and I don't have anybody to talk to about it, that's what I do. It's so, like, it was so scary being yelled at like that, and then just like pulling out, and him immediately pulling out after me, and I take a turn and he follows, and I'm like just that realization of like, oh my God, because he didn't immediately pull out after me, but he immediately was like on my butt. Like, I pulled out, I took a turn, and then he was just there. You know what I mean? Like, almost like we cut some corner, and he was just there. And I was like, and I took the left or whatever, and then I was like, oh my God, he's on my ass. Like, he is following me. I'm being followed right now. Fuck. They always tell you about this. What do I do? Is the police station open? I call my mom. My mom starts freaking out. I'm asking her if the police station's open. She's like, I don't know what to do. And then eventually I just came to the conclusion, like, oh my God, like, call 911. And then that's when the operator was like, yes, the police station, like, this police station's open. This is the address. Like, I asked her, I was like, oh my God, I remember, this made me so mad. I was on the phone with her, and I was like, okay, like, keep in mind, I'm driving, trying to get away from this guy as he's trying to run me off the road. And then she was like, yes, the police station's open. I go, okay, what's the address? And she goes, there's only one police station in this city. And I was like, okay, I'm just trying to type it quickly while I'm driving. And then she told me the address. Like, why are you being like that right now? There's only one police station, so why would you need the address? You can just look up police station. No, I'm driving and I'm trying to not get ran off the road. Thank you, lady. Just give me the flippin' address. Like, so extra. Anyways, thanks for chatting. If anything like this has happened to you, let me know. It is so scary, and I never want to go back to that city. So, yep. Thanks for chatting with me. Goodbye. Side note, I just remembered what I said earlier when I walked into the police station and he started playing a TikTok. I just wanted to say it was the audio that was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Like, we walk into the police station, he accidentally opens his phone and plays that TikTok, and then he was like, oh, sorry. Like, you can't make this up. Like, oh no is correct. Thank you all.